You still use FS Friendster? Yeah, Mas Osi and Mbak Vivi is Friendster generation.
Friendster is the I don't know, the platform that uh, we learn programming, HTML programming, CSS programming on Friendster for the first time. If you still
Oh,
remember.
no, I don't know. I don't
Uh,
remember. I don't even know anything about programming on the Friendster era ya. Ninja Saga, Paris, Ninja Saga. Okay, so I don't think we have to separate this group into breakout rooms. So let's just talk. Um, Maybe we can make the format like space in X. So yeah, there is one moderator and then everyone talks. Just raise your hand and then let's talk. So welcome. Yeah. Ivan is just joining the group. So I don't think everyone knows Ivan already because you know what, Ivan. Most of the people that join to tonight's meeting is the veterans one. Ivan, I think is maybe twice or just once join. Ivan and Mas Hamid already. Alvan is silent reader, silent listener ya. So what do you think? So let's just start the session. Let's talk about the coding. Maybe is there any of you guys already read or watch something about coding implementation in schools, or what do you have just first impression? What do you think about this this big news? Yeah, this big news. Go ahead. Maybe we can start from Alvan. Sosi, yeah. Okay, go ahead, Mas Sosi.
why me?
Actually, I wanna ask for somebody that has children, of course, yeah.
Ah,
Azam, do you have children, Zam?
I'm not married yet.
Ay, who knows? Yeah, this this new world, eh? Uh,
Oh,
Alfan already has child. For the people that are already exposed by technology, mas Osi, for so many years, how do you think? Oh, first of all, do you plan to teach them about technology earlier than any other kids? Or at least expose not only phone, maybe you give them laptop, you give them uh maybe what can I say, Raspberry.
yeah,
Or
yeah, yes, yes,
you have
definitely.
plan. Do you have the
Yeah,
plan?
yeah, definitely. Because now they're already exposed to tablets, some games, and so on. It's nowadays it's really hard to control, like to how can I say, to not allow them to access, let's say, internet, any kind of technology. It's better to introduce it to them earlier and teach them how to use it with responsible and responsibly, and also to let them know what can they use and what cannot they use with these things. So I don't want them to know it from their friends or from, like, say, if they browse directly and then find something that is harmful. So I what to say. I don't, yeah, it's difficult, but yeah, to me, I will introduce it as earlier as possible. And also, next year they will go to elementary school, and I try to enroll them to a school that introduce IT since the first grade. So that's my effort to make them aware of IT as early as possible. But about this AI things, deep down, I worry that AI might harm
Yeah.
the students' ability, yeah, to think critically and solve problems. So yeah, it's important to teach students how to use AI responsibly and not rely on it too much. So yeah, instead of ignoring AI, just I believe we cannot ignore it. We should regulate its use and teach them to use it in a safe and what's the correct word, ethical way. And that's first thing. Another thing is about coding. Coding is also important, but I believe it shouldn't be mandatory. The focus should be on teaching like critical thinking, problem solving, logical thinking, and so on. Coding can be optional course because we don't want to force everyone to learn these coding things. Maybe some students want to learn art, other things, whatever. So yeah, and mm, yeah, that's my thought. Random thought. I haven't
Yeah.
prepared to answer this question, but yeah, that's
Okay,
my
thank you for the questions. We'll contact you if your question is really good enough for our company. Yeah. It's look like an interview, right?
yeah. Okay, okay, thanks.
But my quick response is, oh, your priority in terms of introduce them to the IT is for what purpose? I mean, is that the purpose of uh to be a IT talent, or just to be someone that aware about IT itself? So like and you first talks about
Mm, mm,
how they how to how do we are not what can I say? We cannot we cannot prevent the exposure of the IT itself, the
mm. Yep.
digitalization. But I mean, uh, I think this topic is more for the they got exposed
Mm.
about the knowledge, not only about the physical things. What do you what is the main purpose of you introduce your child uh earlier about the IT itself?
Yeah. Okay. First things, I don't want to make them IT talents. If they
What?
choose to be, I don't want to like direct
Oh,
them to be IT
that-
talents. If they choose to be IT talents, that's fine. So yeah, my main purpose is to let them know that in this work there is IT thing that can help you to do something, to help you to solve your problem and so on. Even yeah, for samples, usually they ask me some questions, difficult questions, and then when I'm tired and I'm lazy to answer, I just say I don't know, and then they they tell me to Papa, please Google it. That's one of the purpose lah. So they know that there is like Google that can help you to find knowledge that you don't know, to find information that you don't know. That's the main purpose. So and to use it and how to use it. And also, for example, yeah, the examples to let them know that some bad things to avoid bad things. For example, in apps in App Store or Google Play, there is age restrictions. Now, I tell them to, for example, don't download things that's not for your age, and they follow this rule. For example, after they turn 6 a few months ago, and then they told me, Papa, this apps can be used for 6 years old now. So can I download it? Yeah, no, they know this rule. So, and for example, they see Minecraft. It's very popular, right? Minecraft, and then they knows that Minecraft is not for 6 years old, and then they don't install it. So this thing is the thing that I want. They they know, they are aware of these rules, what can and cannot they do with technology, with IT and so on. Yeah.
Bagi siswa. Okay. Actually, I wanna continue to ask about what is the curriculum that Jacek told to the first year of elementary school, but keep it. And I wanna ask the others. I think Mas Ivan is open his mic already, and Mas Hamid maybe, or Mbak Pipi, Mas Paris. What do you think, guys, about just your first impression about teaching teaching kids about not only the technology, I mean, not only using physical mobile phone, but like what Mas Osi said, that there are a lot of things about technology that can help you to solve your problem. I mean, that is the first one. And the second one, maybe you can be that kind of person, because it is really, what can I say? It is really challenging to be software engineer. I can say fun, but challenging is more proper word, something like that. So what do you think, guys? Okay, go ahead. Just give your, yeah. Go ahead, Pan. You can talk, because there are only 8 of us. Go ahead, Pan.
I think this is really like yeah, thank you so much first of all, Mas Zikro. Actually, have like hot takes on this because I have like no expertise on this field. I just like the tinkering with stuff related to this. But actually, it's really interesting that AI really, I mean, it grows so fast. The advancement of AI, you can see it on daily basis. There's a bunches of new tools that you can see and experimenting with. Even if you miss 1 week not reading the message or the news about the artificial intelligence, you'll be surprised on how advanced it can be. Interestingly, I think I have a chance this afternoon to talk with German professor related to artificial intelligence because it's related to my university accreditations, and I get a chance to talk with them how the German itself react with this wave, with these trends. And they said even though they are, I think the curriculum there it's much more mature than what we have on Indonesia, right? But they said they have no idea how to limit the artificial intelligence itself. Like actually we have no idea here. So instead of limiting, they do the vice versa. They actually encouraging the students to maximize the usage of artificial intelligence because they think that artificial intelligence will be beneficial eventually to improve the results and output of their students. Of course, they need to learn the fundamental, the foundations first, so eventually they can be graduated as a good graduated, not only like using the AI um, for the sake of finishing their study, but uh, can do both lah. Can finish, can learn the foundations really good, and also know how to leverage this tool. Because from what I get from the conversations, German people doesn't like to be told what to do and not to do. So basically, they will do anything. And I think this also applies with artificial intelligence. They basically will leverage this thing as well. I think the correct example, not the correct example, the correct analogy of this thing is people really skeptical on school when calculator become a thing, right, Mas? It's actually really controversial. Like, uh, do you do you um do you allow the usage of calculator there? But eventually, it's just a tool, right? Eventually, the technology grows, and even now, you can see artificial intelligence have limitations as well. Perhaps we can always using it. We can always implement it on educations, but What we want to address is how to create boundaries, how to create limitations, how to create foundations around this topic. Because I think the only thing that can limit AI capabilities is ethic itself, right? I think so. I think, yeah, students should know which one is ethical and not from at the very start of AI usage. I think that's my hot.
I got the point, but let's discuss, and maybe I want to give some counter. What can I say? Counter talk, something like that. About the first one, about the calculator itself. I know the discussion about the analogy of the invention of calculator, and then uh about people that is not stopping calculating something with mathematics, for example. But the things is, I don't think we have specific subject to learn about calculator, right? You know what I mean? We don't have the government that time don't have that reactive things that I think calculator will help us, and then you have to learn about it even from the first grade of school or something like that. Now, what do you think about this phenomenon? Let's just imagine that you are on first grade. Oh no, first grade of senior high school, for example. Para SMP apa SMP? Senior,
High mas.
SMP, middle,
Junior, maybe.
junior high school, junior high school. And then what do you expect? What do you expect for this kind of subject? This is not only a tool. This is not only something that we can use to make our life easier, because on this context, on this discussion, the things is already got involved on our formal life, which is formal educational in Indonesia. So what do you think about that things in terms of following up your analogy in calculator things, Ivan?
I think you kind of bit. I mean, not kind of bit, much more like. Yes, you're right. It's kind of bit different actually, because um, calculator was a tool, and actually the capabilities is limited. And when it comes to artificial intelligence, it has a lot of capabilities. Even it has capabilities to eventually replace the workforce, right? The workforce to automations and AI agents. So I think it's much more complicated, and I think the issue itself with artificial intelligence, it grows so fast that we cannot even identify which part to adjust in our curriculum. Because let's say you want to adjust the usage of ChatGPT. You want to create the detections AI that can detect plagiarism or AI based answer. Okay, it's good. It's a good thing, right? It's helped to ensure the credibility and accountability of the students. But eventually, there is a tools that created by AI to bypass this a check as well. So I think it grows so fast that we don't know how to encounter this, and I think that's the issue. And eventually, another thing, I think our infrastructure in terms of what can I say? Our system of education is not ready of this wave, because I don't think, yeah. I mean, from the start, the AI wave come instead of making our educations better. Actually, I'm actually teach some class in my university as a laboratory staff, and I see the decreasement of like understanding of my students when AI came, because they can just prompt the answer, and then eventually they do not learn anything. Basically, all the codes from their IDE, it comes from the AI instead of like their own understanding, and eventually they cannot even code hello world in Python. I don't know why. Like, it's really basic a foundation. Even they use AI even for that small task. So I think I'm on the state that I don't know how to answer that. I think, yeah, you're right, Mas. It's much more complicated than just a calculator.
So what about the second questions? If you imagine yourself is on the first grade of junior high school, and what do you expect about if you heard this, you will be got you will get the chance to learn about AI and coding. What you expect to get on that kind of subject? Maybe you are the most related to this because most of us here is already 30, already 30, above 30. So what do you think? Maybe senior high school, Ivan, do you get like, for example, people that already knows about the computer? Maybe all of people now is have a good knowledge on computer. I don't know the current state of young people. Yeah, maybe you can tell us. So what do you expect, and how's life in younger people?
Okay. Actually, I mean, when it comes to my people, I think it's quite the same actually. We use AI as well, like what we did on the workforce on our job as well. I have a real example here. My sister, actually, my younger sister actually, she's right now in junior high school. Junior high school is it's really young actually. It's just graduated from elementary school, right? Even in that age, she can basically ask ChatGPT to help her to train her English. So basically, I'm a bit surprised that she can leverage that AI to learn English pretty quick right now, and I think that's one of the advantage that we have to leverage as well. But of course, there it causes some issues there because with some people grows really fast using these tools, right? Of course, the access really easy right now. If you want to learn something, you can just and hit ChatGPT. But for some people that do not have access to this, I think it would be really a disaster because the barrier entry would be much more bigger. Yeah, I think, yeah, I definitely encourage people from all ages right now to maximize and get the benefits from AI, because I think for some sort of skills like languages, I think it's still needed, right? Because you have to like directly communicating with your team, right? Even um, in your job, or maybe if you want to take a scholarship, I think it would be really beneficial. Yeah, I think I don't have like exact answer, but hope it helps, Mas.
That is really
Yeah, I want to add something to about people don't have access to AI maybe because currently I live in my hometown, which is a rural location where we very difficult to get mobile signal here. I think you will be surprised by how we so difficult to get mobile signal here, and maybe you will also be surprised by knowing that so many young people here, maybe from junior and senior high school, that don't know how to use laptop. That's very big gap, right? People from metropolitan that already know how to use ChatGPT, how to learn with ChatGPT, and at some places in remote or rural location that there are young people that don't know how to use laptop. Then the government said, "Yeah, kita akan mengajarkan AI kepada anak muda," and they don't realize that not every places in Indonesia have good mobile signal or infrastructure to support to learn that, right? For example, uh, in my village, there is just one elementary school, and for each grade, let's say kelas 1, 2, 3, dan 6, it's not more than 10 people or 10 children in each grade. Can you imagine that? How government will teach AI to elementary schools, and teachers in that school is very old, like 50 or 60 years old, and no one young teacher there. And can you imagine how that old teacher teach AI to children that don't know how to use laptop or maybe handphone? Yeah, imagine that.
Quick answer. Not for you.
That's not for you that live in rural.
Yeah. Quick and evil answer. Not for you.
Yeah, that's real.
Ah, yeah, but my also quick questions. How about Judol there?
Huh?
Judol.
Oh, judo is very fast growing.
Ah,
Yeah.
that is the thing. That's really interesting things.
You know that some people here when he sell their crops, how I say hasil panen,
Hmm.
they store it in dana and then use it for judol.
Hmm.
Pompa-pompa.
Yeah, that's really interesting. So also happens uh to my region, Sumba, but not that we got the signal, but not that hard. I think Maspati's place is more challenging. But the things is, if you ask them about ChatGPT, and then any useful things, uh, ChatGPT, and then any Google Drive, Stack Overflow. Yeah, you don't say Stack Overflow. Uh, they don't know, but there is some specific day at night in the one of the super mini market, mini market. I think that uh, maybe just 1 year after I just arrived at Sumbawa from Surabaya, and then I got a lot of people top up. And, we can see the merek Dana. Look at them. Oh, my first feeling is, Masya Allah, Sumbawa people is already get exposed by a lot of technology right now. And I think people go pergi dan datang dan pergi. What can I say in English?
Come and go.
Come and go. Come and go. Oh, I don't know that word. Come and go. For maybe I stay there for like 30 minutes, 30 or 1 hour. I don't know. People come and go, top up the e-money. I feel really happy. I feel like there are the new spirit. And then I asked the cashier. I asked the karyawan, the karyawan in that mini market. Is this common that people come and go to top up the dana? Oh yeah, mas. Judol. Waduh, really makes sense. I mean, so and any other technology is not sweet to them, but these things is really engaging. So what I'm trying to say is the positive things I'm trying to think about the so much reactive things from government to launch this kind of program is to block, to what can I say, to be the balance of that phenomena. But I don't think that is really what can I say, tepat sasaran. I don't think that is related to pasaran, but let's try. That's what I'm trying to do, trying to deliver to you guys. So yeah, is there any other want to give some feedback, especially about sorry, noise? Is there anyone want to give the feedback to Faris, or give the new point of view about this phenomenon?
Uh, I think I'm gonna say something about it. So this education problem, yeah, AI and coding stuff. I think the education is really complex problem that there are many aspects like Mas Ivan tadi ya yang cerita about the technology and the stuff in the rural area. So I think last year I joined this meeting with Dirjen Vokasi. Dirjen Vokasi is I invited by my lecturer as an alumni representative. So in that meeting we are talking about how where the vocational aim to. So it's like planning the curriculum for the vocational education. So for you don't know the vocational is vokasi. It's like SMK and polytechnic diploma. So it's vocational. So the problem is really complex. There is so the balance of the student understanding and the teacher is for example like this. So the student is utilize the AI to searching the stuff and making the homework or something. In the other end, the teacher cannot balance with the AI knowledge. I hope you understand, guys, what I'm trying to say. So there is a gap about it too. So when the teacher cannot validate the AI, cannot make sure the AI. So I think this curriculum is this idea is not really a good point to putting the AI and coding stuff in the school, but the teacher doesn't know about AI. Yeah, the teacher is usually use the AI to teach and making some curriculum. So the problem is not only in the student and the curriculum, but it's also in the teacher. So I have a lot to say, but when I'm thinking about it in English, it's really hard. But I will try to make it as simple and clear to you guys. If you don't understand, you can ask later. Yeah. So the problem of the education is not only in the student, not only in the curriculum, but it's also in the teacher. So there is no balance. So what's the irony about the vocational study? So the vocational study is set to make up the student to ready for the industry. So hopefully it's gonna be like siap kerja. So the industry expect the people that graduate from the vocational industry, vocational education is ready to work, but in the reality, it's not that simple because the vocational industry now is really hard to finding jobs, and because it's not really balanced about the graduate and the job available there. So yeah, oh my god, guys, I have a lot, but it's kind of hard to explain it. Like, okay, so what I'm trying to say, yeah, is need to be, if we put the AI in the education in the SD, SMP, SMA, we need to make sure the teacher have a capability to educate the student to what is membimbing. So this stuff is not like bola liar. I don't know what's it in English. Yeah. So yeah, it can be like someone. I think previous person called is can be regulated. I think it's Mas Osi ya. It can be regulated, and we need to tell the student and make them understand the AI is not a shortcut, it's not a easy way to get through, because yeah, you need to validate, because it's oftenly have a mistake, even though the AI is improving, so it's very smart and very fast. But I use AI in my works. The AI do some production issue because I really relate too much to it. But yeah, if you don't have the capability to tackle that in early stage, I think is like double-edged sword, pisau bermata dua. So yeah, it's need to balance between the curriculum, the student, and the teacher. So it can be deliver perfectly. I think that's it, guys. What I'm trying to say. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I got it. I get it, Azam. So yeah. So is there any of you guys want to tell something? I heard Azam while reading the summary of Naskah Academic. Maybe I want to share my screen, yeah. But if you guys want to talk, just go ahead, raise your hand. You can cut me in the middle of my conversation. So this is the things. So I uploaded the Naskah Academic and then asking some questions. I asked about the yeah, it seems like a little bit emotional ya. Apa alasan program itu dibuat sebenarnya? No, just kidding. I mean, why am I asking this? I don't see the fundamental thinking. I don't see the fundamental, what can I say? The fundamental blocks of why on what is the biggest purpose of this. What I mean is the at least point. I mean, if you want to try this to try to I, B, C, D, E, F, G, I don't still get the at least point. You know what they mean? What the meaning of at least point? Something like, if you want to be a healthy person, at least you are not, what can I say, buncit. You don't need to be a six pack or something, but at least you don't get sick, something like that. And I'm trying to find the at least point on this program. I mean, because if you read the Naskah Academic, it's really visionary in not a good way. I mean, there are too much things that they want to try to achieve, but the I wanted that it will be so complicated to go on the reality. For example, we don't need to talk about the rural area, like what the remote area, like uh what which that Paris told us. Just give example on the not on metropolitan, maybe something like Kediri, for example, like Mas Osi originnya Kediri, and then Sumbawa city, Sumbawa city, not Sumbawa village. I think that is the most, yes, war area to implement these things properly. Because if you think that it will be implemented on all of the area of Indonesia, it is really impossible. Okay, but let's talk about the at least things. So I still don't get what is the at least things that can I imagine. But the things is, I mean, I hope there are some keseriusan apa ya? Seriousness. Is that the correct word? Seriousness? Seriosity. I don't know. I hope the teacher know. I hope government tells the teacher or the agent of person that told about this AI. about the point that Azam raised that they need to be the agent of AI wise, not only AI implementation. Because I think the hidden value that we can get is, that the danger of maybe the next 10 years, if not most of the people in Indonesia knows about AI, they don't got exposed by the AI. Maybe 10 years later, people cannot cannot differ which one the origin one and which one is the fake one, the AI made one. I think that is the at least point for me. They got exposed, but in the strong boundaries, they have to be really protective about the malfunction of AI itself. Because I mean, it can be really dangerous if student. I think there are a lot of negative. There are a lot of probability they use this in the bad way. So I think the peran, what the peran the peran of all of people, not only the students, is really important. So I think me as software engineer will not focus on the program to teach student anymore, but more want to focus on the parent. So I want, if someday I want to make a program, I'm not only focusing the student. I want to make the program to be a parent that aware of the AI, be a parent that aware of the danger of and the benefit of AI. So that is my at least point of this phenomenon. So what do you think, guys? Maybe that's my POV. So Hamid, do you have, atau Azam, you want to say something? Gazian, go ahead. I'm eating, guys. I just my dinner.
I think I just want to say something. So, I've been thinking like, if you are a Muslim or any religion related, yeah. So if you have some info about your religion, you can search it online, or you can pointing out the AI, asking question about your religion, or you can ask some stat or something else. So about the religion things, we can have a validation to the Quran, to the Bible. Yeah, it's the missing point of the AI. There is so many information that provided by AI that we cannot easily to validate that. Yeah, that's the scary of the AI.
Yeah.
I think I need what I'm trying to say, we need to the capability, the teacher have a capability, the student have capability to validate what the AI say. I think it's the
important one.
is the very critical point about using AI, because if you are already trusting AI that much, you cannot validate anymore. And it's really hard to validate the AI, even though they are provide the resource and something else. Sometimes the AI made up the answer. You need some the ustad or the teacher here to validate the AI.
I think that is a really good point. Ivan, this is the real danger of hallucination, right? Not only our code is miscoded, but I think this is the most important things about the hallucination of AI, right?
Yeah. I believe this is the part of hallucinations, because I think currently AI face this issue a lot. So sometimes the answer is made up, even it's can easily fabricated based on the system prompt. So yeah, I believe it's one of the threats of AI currently.
Yeah, like so that's
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's
actually on the technical part, there's a new method called grounding. Basically, sometimes you want to validate things and stuff that says from the artificial intelligence, right? Perhaps you use Gemini. There's a method called grounding. Basically, it will trigger a tools like a searching tools from Google or any other tools provider. It basically will validate your the answer from the AI, so the answer would be much more less hallucinated than initially. Yep. So I think we keep improving it, but currently it's not perfect. So there's a lot of room to improvement.
who is the actor of who is doing the grounding, Pan? What role?
Um, it's it's actually a technique we can implement on our agent. So basically, it will trigger a tools to check whether the AI answer correct or not. If it's correct, yeah, it will give you the answer. But if it's not, it will reiterate the generations.
It is inside the code, you mean?
Yeah, we can also create it on our code as well. But actually, if I'm not mistaken, Gemini, it has like built-in grounding parameters that you can use. Of course, it will be much more expensive. For the GPT itself, I think it has one of these kind of tools. It's actually like added capabilities from the AI. I think most of the time we don't need to code it by ourselves. We just have to pass the parameters there to ensure the answer would be much more credible.
Yeah, thank you. Hamid, you want to say something? I see you are open your mic.
Sorry. So my perspective on the using AI for education. So a couple of days ago, I see my friend's WhatsApp story, screenshot of his chat with his keponakan, that his relative that only like on the primary school already use the if I'm not wrong the Gemini the to learn to do their homework. I think as soon as like the primary school our child will use the AI to do anything. I think the thing that I'm thinking is the goals of the education should be changed because in reality in the work we will use the AI also, right? So the point of the education to remember even to analyze will be less required, I think, because we will use the AI. The things that we need is maybe like how to validate the AI, how to like cross-check the AI, because AI will have more capability than humans, I think, because it will become better, and we should able to use it. I think the other thing that I found interesting in couple days ago, the new university is called Tether. It focusing on to teach the student to develop a business and also to travel to in to some countries, so that they have like normal university. So normal universities we spend like 4 years, right? In 8 terms. So in each terms, they will travel to the different countries and like learning to develop a different business. So within the process of developing business, you will learn more than if you compared to if you like learn to do the exams, study to exams, because when you do if the target of the or if the goal is to create something real, so you can use whatever you need, like in the AI or whatever you need, right? And it's no it's yeah it still make you learn something, right? So if the I think that's the thing that we need to change, or we need to consider when we choose the school that our children will attend. I think, yeah, maybe I hope someday, or some in the 1 or 2 years in the future, maybe some primary school already like adapt to the AI things. I think, yeah, that's my perspective on the AI for the education of our children. But I also thinking how we as a adult use AI for our education, right? Sometimes uh let's say for the 1 or 2 years ago, for the software engineer, the way we learn is to complete the like the hacker rank, or the yeah something like that. But nowadays we can just copy and paste the challenge, and the AI mostly will solve the problems, right? The way I use that, I copy paste and use AI, and then read the explanation, or ask the AI to explain the algorithm or the challenge itself, and then I try to redo the challenge with myself. So I use AI by that way to use it with the old method. I think maybe it's also applicable for our children if they want to use AI. Yeah, maybe for the first try they can use AI, and then after that let's try again without the AI. That's all my perspective for that. Thank you.
Thank you. I mean, so this really, if Mas Asosi is, are you still there?
Yes, yes, yes.
So, okay. By the way, thank you, Hamid, for your for deliver your thinking. That's very interesting about, especially about the story of your friend cousins, right? If I'm not mistaken, that already use ChatGPT. Uh, I just realized that Meta is also helping this to democratize the use of AI, right? Even for even for the simple AI, but they got exposed on that. But yes, I think slow but sure, people will be got exposed, even the kids. Thank you. And Mas Osi, I wanna ask about, do you know what is the material of elementary schools about IT in your in the TECO?
I don't know the exact answer, but as I know, the informatics subject is mandatory from 4th grade, and it's up to the schools to implement it. Some school implements specific, like we have subjects for informatics, another school merge it with other subject. So informatics is just will be the outcome. I don't know how to say. It's not independent as informatics subject, but the informatics teaching method will be applied in other subjects.
Mm.
and some schools start having this subject since first grade or second grade. I don't know, but the mandatory is from fourth grade. And about the contents of its subjects, I don't know. I don't know yet. That's only what I know about the informatics subject in elementary schools here.
Do you know that people, kids around Ceko knows coding a lot? Maybe kids in Ceko is
Yes,
familiar
yes,
with coding.
yes, yes. Because like coding school is uh, mushrooming or menjamur here.
Oh, like SSB
Yeah.
here lah, something like that, yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. And yeah, because the IT is one of the jobs that give you like offering salary here. So most of the parents are aware of it. So they want their kid to be introduced to IT as early as possible.
Coding,
But
yeah, coding.
yeah,
Yeah,
at least what I know from the open school though, in its class we have like uh what is this called? Like laptops and projectors things. I remember when I was in elementary school, I didn't have that. I only had it in secondary school, and it's only in one room, multimedia room. But here, since kindergarten, teacher use laptop, introduce the kids to IT slowly since kindergarten. I believe in all countries they do the same. Also in Indonesia, especially in private kindergartens or elementary schools.
portion of technology. Okay, I think we have a lot of homework, yeah, to do to in about this issue, and of course the coming issue that how to respond all of the stuff in this policy. But the main things is, let's see, and I hope we can explore the opportunity to help or to get more benefit and get more involvement in this kind of phenomenon, not only protest, or for example, not only uh trust talking, because the policy is already ketok palu. I mean, we cannot do anything other than uh mengusahakan yang terbaik to get the best possible things we had. That's all from my closing statement. Any other closing statement for you guys? Because
I read the documents only in the beginning, and I saw my seniors was in one of the theater, is Tom Head, and so this guy is good. I know him, so I hope this curriculum will be beneficial for students in Indonesia.
which one?
Tom Head,
Tom
Tom Head.
Tom Head. On what team?
I don't know. I didn't open the documents.
Do you mean that this person is what can I say? A good person lah, something like that, eh?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
Tim penyusun is in tim penyusun.
wow, tim penyusun, strategic one. Tom Hurt,
Yeah,
your friend,
not friend.
your
He
senior.
no, he is my senior in university.
Uh,
So I know
Yes.
he's I don't know. a person who has like high integrity. So I hope.
Budi Rahayu M.Com masih mana kita satuin dalam Rahayu.
Yeah.
Kami harus beda. Interesting. So okay, maybe we can invite him to give us some some insight about this kind of things.
Yeah, yeah.
You know
Yeah,
him?
I know him, but I don't think he knows me.
Mhm.
So yeah, we can criticize these curriculums, but we cannot avoid this. I mean,
Yeah.
if we delay it 1 or 2 years, it will be too late forever. So
Yeah.
we need to move fast. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the very I like that point of view. So also the things is hopefully we can this is the final games, the end games from for me about this about these things. The thing is, hopefully the community of software engineer, AI engineer, data science, all of the IT guys is getting bigger because of this policy. You know what I mean? If people get more exposed by technology the what can I say, since the early stage of educational formal education, I hope someday it will help also our future in Indonesia. I mean, it will uh, give us the good quality of software engineer. We get a lot of uh, good reputation in the world about software engineer. I think that should be the end game, yeah, for this kind of policy. Let's hope that good things happens, but I think the good community will bring a good job market in the future. I mean, that is my final statement. So, is there any maybe Mas Hamid want to say something, or Ivan or Azam? Just last statement. We have 5 more minutes. Hamid maybe.
No. I'm coming.
Okay, Ivan maybe. No. Azam.
What? Sorry, I don't not pay attention.
You want to say something as the final statement? We want to close these sessions.
My last statement, we should support whatever our government do. I think they are already planning the best for this country. We should husnuzon. Yeah, we should husnuzon.
Nah.
Let's pray and hope is gonna be better.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think we should pause this one, Mas Osi. Only the statement of Azam, the last statement of Azam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Azam. Okay, Mbak Vivi, you open your mic, phone. No? Hello? Okay. Ivan, last statement. Also,
I think no.
yeah.
Much
Thank
from
you.
me.
So thank you guys for the discussion tonight. I think I have to. Oh yeah, by the way, spoiler ya. Inshallah we will have 30 days challenge program to practice our English. And if we want to try to for on 5 to 10% as the member, but and I want maybe asking for help for you guys to be the if you feel you are quite comfortable with your English, maybe we can maybe I will approach you to be the reviewer, or yeah, reviewer, I think. So we will make some peer discussion or something like that in the 30 days challenge of speaking English. Yes, that's all from us tonight on English speaking sessions. So thank you. Hope you a good weekend. Bye bye, guys.
Thank you, guys.